Let's dive into the information that we have for the Age of Heroes coming to Conan Exiles in the near future. I'm currently on the road, so if the audio and video quality is a little bit less than it normally would be, that's because I'm not at home. I'm actually recording this from a hotel room, so hopefully it is bearable, but it is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. But let's jump into the information that we heard about Conan Exiles and the Age of Heroes from Andy and Dennis during the dev live stream today. One of the big main features that's coming to Conan Exiles with the Age of Heroes are 2 new companions. Now these are different than your standard followers. They both have a quest system in order to recruit them. So you are going to have to quest in order to recruit the newly added Lu Fei companion and the newly changed or revamped Freya. Now, for those of you that have Freya in a box already, she is going to remain the same as before, but you will not be able to acquire Freya in her original form past this update. So if you want to stock up on some old Freyas, the time to do that is right now. Now, the difference between normal followers and companions, as I know it, is that the companions will be able to get special perks. And those perks are going to change depending on how you play through their quests. So it sounds like there are some different options on how you approach the quests. And if you approach the quests in a certain way, you'll get one perk. And if you approach it in a different way, you'll get a different perk. So it sounds like a fun system to dive into and see what type of perks we can get out of these new companions. I'll be diving into it and put together a guide for what I think is the best way to go, or maybe just a guide showing you exactly how to get the different perks so that you can pinpoint the type of follower perks that you want for these new companions. Now, they didn't say during the live stream whether there'll be new companions added in the future or not. However, knowing Funcom and being around for a while, this is a new system that I expect to see them expand upon, so I would expect to see new companions added in the future. Now, Freya and Lu Fei are both only going to be on the Exiled Lands. You will not find these guys on the Isle of Sipta. I think this is probably a just for now thing, and that in the future we'll see these companions or other companions added to the Isle of Sipta. Another big change is the settlement change. Now, there's a lot going on here. First of all, the biggest thing is your crafters are now going to be added to your thrall count. They are not just going to be items that you place in a bench and walk away from. This new approach to followers is going to have them walking around your settlement, and as Andy and Dennis described, they will have needs that need to be fulfilled. Now, these needs are simply for roleplay. They do not use any of your resources, and there's no negative effect if needs are not met. But this is going to make your base feel more alive. Let's say you have a blacksmith on your bench that's just been standing there for the last 4 years pounding the anvil. He's no longer just going to stand there. He's going to get up, he's going to walk around, he may lay in a bed, he may go over and eat some food, which is not actually going to use your food, but it's just going to play these different animations for their needs around your base. Now, I said when they introduced the barkeep into Conan Exiles that was the beginning of a new system, and we're finally seeing that play out. You will now be able to change the outfit of any of your crafter thralls, which is a really cool feature. You can actually have them in the armor that you want to. So if you want all of your followers in the exact same outfit, you can do that. If you want to role play a little bit more and put them in proper outfits for their station, you can do that. If you want them just butt naked all the time on every single station and everywhere, you can absolutely do that. Now, they didn't say in the live stream that they'll be adjusting the amount of followers that you can have or not. They are looking into it, and they will make a decision on whether they need to adjust, increase, or decrease the amount of followers that you can have, because all of your crafters are now going to be part of your follower list. There's a lot of things that they need to take into account with this, whether that is lag and the system drain from having these followers walk around, or just looking at the amount of followers that you actually need in order to defend your base. So there's probably a fine line for tuning this to the proper number. Now, your craftsmen are going to be able to be attacked during purges, during raids, and they said in the live stream that they're not necessarily going to fight or be good fighters. Some of them may just run away. So at least early on in this change, it's really important for you to make sure that you protect those craftsmen, especially the ones that are harder to come by, like your different blacksmiths that give you the bonuses or your different armorers that give you the bonuses. It's going to be really important that you make sure that you take care of them and you put proper defenses in place so that something like a purge can't come and wipe them out. Now, one of the cool features with this is if you have multiple blacksmiths, there can actually be multiple blacksmiths assigned to a single blacksmith bench. And when you enter the bench in the UI, you'll be able to choose which blacksmith you want to use in order to craft your items, tailoring the bonuses to your needs. Now, there is a range that comes into play with this. They said 50 meters, so if the thrall is within 50 meters of the bench, it'll display on there. If it's not going to display on there. So if you're not seeing them displayed in the bench, they may be outside of that 50-meter range. There are a bunch of new rescue cages that have been added to the Exiled Lands and the Isle of Sipta. These are going to have thralls in them, including crafters, where you can walk up and interact with this cage and rescue the follower out of that cage. I'll keep an eye out for these once we get the test live version so that I can give you an idea of where to go to find these cages. So what happens to thralls that you currently have sitting in a box? Well, absolutely nothing. They stay exactly like they are, sitting in a box like an item. So you don't have to worry about those being wiped out, disappear, anything like that. That is all going to remain the same with this update. And the scheduled public beta release date for this update is going to be August 22nd. So you can expect to see this come to the public beta on August 22nd. We can start testing it and checking it out, seeing what's good, what's bad, and maybe what's ugly about the new systems, and then give feedback. Then they have a scheduled release for sometime in October to the live version of the game. That's when PlayStation, Xbox, and PC are going to get it released. And in the meantime, I will do my best to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the game and what we should expect to see with the Age of Heroes update. And I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the features that are being added with the Age of War? What's your general thoughts and opinions on it? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. Don't forget to whack the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content. And if you don't want to be out of whack, there's another video on the screen right now that you can click to support more of my content.